Hey guys, I've got this Miele induction hob in there. So these three work. It's got an error F35 or FE35, and these two don't work. It tripped the electrics. So let's see what's wrong with it and see if we can fix it. So around the edges there's these T20 screws, which I'm assuming just separates the glass from the lid. So let's undo all those and separate it up. Right, screws are out, so there we are, that just lifts off. And looks like EGO. So it's these two that aren't working. So I guess we lift all this off, and I'm going to take a couple of pictures of that, because the top goes to the bottom, bottom goes to the top, so that's not very helpful. A couple of pictures of that. Yeah, as I'm pulling this apart, it's looking more and more like an EGO version G4. Yeah, it's a G4. So in my experience, on these boards, if the finals blow, it doesn't normally cause any other issues other than a blown fuse and a blown IGBT. So we'll do some testing, see what went wrong. This should be a winner chicken dinner. Let's pull this apart a bit more. Okay, so let's remove the screws for this dodgy board here. Lift it up. I've seen my first telltale sign, of problems. If you can see that. Right where that fuse goes, it's blown, but luckily there's a fuse holder there, so we can put a fuse in. So let's have a closer look at this board then. Let's have a closer look at this, get it out and see what's going on. So underside of this board was just a printed fuse where this holder was, and you can see I've attached a 20 amp fuse on this lovely holder. So that's a nice little touch. So that's powered up again. However, we need to see why it fused out. So you see we've got a 2 half bridge output. So let's check these IGBTs and this bridge rectifier. Let's reposition that a little bit. So you can see what's going on. We got ohms. There we go. Cool. Right, so this one. Look at that. Draining gate 0.4 both ways. And that's 1 ohm. Yeah, not good. This one is open circuit, and 11 ohms. 11 ohms. 11 ohms. Okay. These are different IGBTs. I'm not sure which is drain gate and source. Let me just check the middle pin. Ah, okay. That's better. It's the middle pin, I think. So we've got 10.4 kilo ohms there, which is what you'd expect to see on a good one. And also 10.4 kilo ohms there, which is good. Yeah. And then on these two, look, 10 ohms, 1 ohm, and 0.4 ohms. So, and then let's check out our IGBT, bridge rectifier. Which looks good. But you see we are shorted on the DC bus because these are shorted out together. So that's going positive to negative and shorting through the bridge rectifier. So let's cut these out of circuit. Once these are cut out of circuit, as long as this is showing near infinite, which at the moment it's 0.4 ohms, then we know it's just these that's the problem. So bear with me while I cut them off. Okay, so I had the cutters out, and as you can see that I've cut the legs off here, separate them, so that these are just now sat out of circuit. So now, get this camera set up properly. So now, when we check our positive and negative rail, see it's no longer shorted out, it's one mega ohm. Right, it's all over the shop, but it's open, it's not. Reverse polarity, yeah, it's still 38 kilo ohms. So now we can check these out of circuit. There's one, yeah, look, 0.4, 1. So they were the problem. Cool. We'll just swap these out. We've now got a fuse changed over here. Swap these out, and that should fix it, in theory. The only thing it can damage is the IGBT drivers themselves, but in my experience on these EGOs, and we can confirm it is EGO, that you just replace the finals on these, and they're pretty hardy, they're pretty well protected, and it will work again. So let's try that. So these little clips here, the way to get them off is to jam a screwdriver in really hard, and be careful not to attack this white piece, because I think it's ceramic and it insulates the IGBTs from the actual heatsink. They just pop off. If you give enough upward pressure like that, they'll just pop off. There we go. And then you literally just bang them really hard back down. Bang them here on this point here. Right, let's get these swapped over for some good ones. Oh, there you go. If in doubt, give it a clout. Okay. There's our problem. Until I click. There we go. Oh, you have to push them pretty hard. And they're pretty much lined up. Just gonna lift that one a little bit. Up there. Yeah. And then push it in there a bit. And then pretty happy with that. Obviously, once you solder them legs in place, they ain't moving. They're staying right there. Okay, I'll solder them together. So all the legs are touching now. So now it's just a case of soldering them together. I've always loved soldering since year 11, you know, when you do the soldering in school. Just love it. I don't know what it is about soldering and welding. Really enjoy it. This for me is much easier than, you know, trying to take them through holes out. I just leave legs, join the legs together, job done. Much easier. we go. That's all soldered up pretty good. Let's give that a go. So as you can see there, it looks horrible. It does look awful. But they're, you know, they're not going anywhere. No one's looking at it, are they? As long as it works, that's all that matters. So the only thing left to do now is put it back together and stick a saucepan on it. Let's do it. Well, I've put the glass lid back on, and these ones work. So let's try this thing. Let's try this thing. Oh, yeah, so you can hear that buzzing. So these are the two that we fixed. Oh, it's alive. So we've lost the error code that was showing FE35. That was buzzing away. Oh, let's let it heat up. And this one's working as well. Lovely. So that's a good fix. That's saved this customer for hundreds of pounds, hundreds and hundreds of pounds. Because this board, Miele wanted about £900 for it. And we fixed it with 2 IGBTs, so that's excellent. And I've never actually seen one of these before. Inside they use an EGO G4, just like a Rangemaster uses. I can hear water boiling. Hey. Yeah, so if you want to see more exciting videos, I've got some cool stuff coming up. I'm going to take the house off grid. I'm going to do some other cool stuff with a wind turbine. I've got some cool projects coming up, so yeah, if you want to see any of that, give us a subscribe and a thumbs up. That will really help the channel. That was great. Thanks guys.